paleo diet is a diet based on the types of foods presumed to have been eaten by early humans. It includes meat, fish, eggs, oils, fruits, vegetables, and organ meat. Because apparently, Homo sapiens wasted nothing. Meat was completely removed, bones were stripped of marrow, and all adipose tissue and offal was eaten, and they utilised everything. The term offal is used to describe the entrails and internal organs of an animal used as food. Many paleo promoters love organ meats as they claim they're the most concentrated source of nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and essential amino acids. In a previous video, I looked at a study that might have discovered the culprit behind why red meat leads to higher instances of cancer in humans. It found that beef, pork, and lamb contain a sugar called N-glycolyl-uramic acid, otherwise known as NEU5GC, which is naturally produced by carnivores, but not humans. So when we eat this meat, our body triggers an immune response to this foreign sugar, producing antibodies which spark inflammation and eventually cancer. If you haven't seen that video, you can click the link here. Now, new research published in the journal Glycoconjugate backs up that previous study, as it found that offal has alarmingly high levels of a chemical that causes tumours, and concentrations of this sialic acid called NEU5GC, the same cancer-causing chemical discussed in that previous video. The study was carried out on pigs, but researchers warned that it's very likely to apply to all animal organ meats. NEU5GC is naturally found on the surfaces of cells in most mammals, but not people. Humans only incorporate it by eating meat, organs, and some dairy products. Previous studies have shown when it gets into human tissue, the immune system recognises it as a foreign threat and produces antibodies to counter it. Repeated consumption of these meats then causes chronic inflammation, which has been known to increase cancer risk. NEU5GC has been linked to tumours as well as cardiovascular and other inflammatory diseases, including some bacterial infections. The latest research is the first to find incredibly high levels of NEU5GC in pig organs, including the spleen, lungs, heart, kidney, and liver. The scientists assessed the levels of NEU5AC, NEU5GC, and KDN located at the end of sugar chains frequently attached to proteins in cellular membranes. We've just heard about the dangers of NEU5GC, but what about the other two chemicals just mentioned? Well, research has shown that NEU5AC, a polysialic acid, is behind the spread of a number of human cancers, and KDN, another sialic acid, has been found in high levels in breast, cervical, liver, lung, throat, ovarian and womb cancers. So going back to this study, they measured sialic concentrations in pig organs at 3, 38 and into adulthood at 180 days of age. They found the concentrations of NEU5GC were high in all organs, but particularly heart, spleen, kidney and lungs. And cooking increased sialic levels in most organ tissues.